What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my first video of 2019. Well, actually welcome back to my first video in like four and a half months. So because we're still in the first month of 2019 and we're only at the time of this video being posted the third week into January and everyone's still somewhat keeping their New Year's resolutions, today's topic is going to be on how to keep your New Year's resolutions. More specifically, I'm going to be talking about a few points of why people fail their New Year's resolutions and what you can do if you have any New Year's resolutions, how to successfully keep them. So the first point I have is people just simply set unrealistic goals for themselves throughout the year. I have a love-hate relationship with people actually setting really high goals for their year. The reason I love it is because I love ambitious people and I love the fact that people want to improve themselves and, you know, do more and achieve more that year. But I hate it because they set such unrealistic targets that as soon as they don't achieve them, it disheartens them and they just stop trying. So for example, if your New Year's resolution is to get into the gym more often, most people will say, I'm gonna train Monday to Friday, take the weekends off, and that will be it. I'm gonna train 5 days a week. Now the problem with this is people don't account for life, okay? Stuff's gonna come up that will get in your way, that will stop you going to the gym. If you have families, that's gonna prevent you. If you have other responsibilities or you have a full-time job, that's gonna prevent you. And life in general just throws stuff at you that you can't account for. So if you've never been to the gym before, setting yourself a goal of going 5 times a week is pretty unrealistic. You need to start small and keep it simple. Start small and make adjustments if and when you feel like you can. It's easier to start small, get a good foundation, and build upon that than it is to start very high and just crumble, because that has a very negative effect on our mindsets, and that again plays into another factor of why we fail, because we over-expect and underperform. So start small, keep it simple, and build upon your good foundation that you're gonna set. Reason number 2 also links on with the first one that we talked about, and this is set yourself some micro and macro goals. So what do I mean when I say micro and macro goals? Well, think about it like this. There's 365 days in a year, 52 weeks, and 12 months. You can't just be here at the beginning of the year and then set a goal for the end of the year. You have no way to track it throughout the middle. So, you can set yourself 12 mini goals throughout the whole entire year that will lead up and help you achieve your main goal. So if your main goal is weight loss, maybe you want to lose 2 kilos a month to get you to your ideal weight rather than 24 kilos in a whole entire year. Okay, it gives you that little progression that you can track month to month. Alternatively, you can do this on a weekly basis as well. So you can set yourself 52 mini goals throughout the whole entire year. So you again have something to hit week to week. Or you can simply set yourself some daily goals that will help again lead up to this overall big goal that we have at the end of the year. And I suggest you do a combination of all 3 of these. I say you pick your yearly goal. From there, we need to regress. And we need to figure out what steps we need to hit in order to achieve that. So that's when we start setting monthly goals. Then we set our weekly goals that are gonna help us achieve our monthly goals. And then we're gonna set daily goals that we can help achieve our weekly goals, if that makes sense. In simpler terms, we're just setting ourselves goals that aren't a year long, that are weekly, monthly, or daily based. So that way you have some form of progression to track. Otherwise, if you're setting yourself a goal from the first day of 2019 to the end day, and you aren't figuring out the steps that you need to do to get there, you're not really gonna achieve it. And that is another reason why a lot of people fail their goals, because they just have no idea how they're gonna track it. Number 3, people aren't researching the topics in which they set their goals based around. This isn't just related to what I'm talking about today, health and fitness. This is any New Year's resolution that you set yourself, you need to be researching into it. If you wanna start a new business, if you wanna lose a certain amount of weight, if you wanna get better at cooking, if you wanna save money, if you wanna earn more money, you need to be looking into people that have done this before, people that have started in the position that you are now, which is virtually nowhere, and how they got to the position that they're in now. And you can do these through podcasts, you can do these through newsletters, you can do these through articles, you can do this by what you're watching now, YouTube. You've definitely searched how to keep your New Year's resolutions and this video has popped up, or I hope so. Unless you're someone that is on my Facebook or someone that I have forced to watch this, in that case, hello. But you get my point. There are a ton of resources out there that will help educate you on whatever your goal is. And you can literally Google whatever you want. Just type it in on Google and in less than a second, you've got 10,000 plus results on knowledge that you can use to help better your understanding, and it is literally that simple. So what I'm going to do for you guys is post a link in the description that will take you over to my Spotify account where you can subscribe to my podcast and listen to it on a weekly basis. It comes out every Saturday and it's based around fitness, lifestyle and educational topics to help you guys improve whatever you want to improve. And while these platforms are free, I highly recommend you use them. Number 4, find a friend. And this goes further than someone just in the gym to spot you. This is about creating a support group that's going to help push, drive, motivate and inspire you to actually want to achieve your goals, to push you to achieve your goals. It's about someone being there to challenge and motivate you, to question what you're doing and to call you up, quite frankly, on your shit. If you're not achieving your goals, you want someone there that's gonna be like, listen mate, what are you doing? This isn't gonna help your goal, this isn't gonna help you achieve your resolution or your end of year goal. You need to stop it. So for me personally, finding a group of people that are like-minded and have the same mindset and have the same goals and aspirations and actually put as much work in to achieving my goals or achieving their goals as I do, that's the people you want to surround yourself with. We've all heard the saying, you are the 5 people, or you are the combination of the 5 people you surround me by, or as Rob Lipsett put in his most recent video, show me your friends and I'll show you exactly who you are. You do not want to be surrounding yourself with negative people that consistently complain on a daily basis, that complain everyone's against them and the world is out to get them, because it's not. We live in a world where becoming a social media influencer can be free. You can literally make YouTube videos for nothing. No one is out to get you. It's you getting in your own way and it's you letting people drag you down. You want to start cutting negative people out of your life and replacing them with positive people. Now, for some of you, this may mean cutting out family and close friends, but at the end of the day, you don't have to cut them out. Just limit your time with them and just start surrounding yourself with positive people, like-minded people, inspirational people, people that want to drive and push themselves just like you do. Because at the end of the day, you're going to look back a year from now and you're going to regret not making the hard decisions now to get a better outcome in the future. Otherwise, you're going to be in the exact same place next year as you are this year. So my challenge for you guys is this week, I want you to find one positive person that you can surround yourself with. Find them people, gravitate to them, and just steal them, okay? Steal them. They're very important, and they're very rare. And finally, understand that you will fail, and you shouldn't be scared of it. You should actually embrace it. One of the biggest killers from my personal experience in achieving my New Year's resolutions is actually failure. Every time we fail, it gives us that negative reinforcement that we aren't good enough to achieve our goals, or we aren't going to make it, or we aren't cut out to actually achieve what we set ourselves. When in reality, failure is one of the most important aspects in achieving these goals, because it's how we're going to learn from our mistakes. If we didn't fail, then it would mean we're perfect, okay? And perfection doesn't exist. We need failure in order to grow. I don't see why people are under this illusion that as soon as you fail one day, the rest of the year just doesn't count, because that is the attitude that causes failure. That is the reason you aren't going to achieve your goals in the future. If you take failure as face value, as a negative, as an excuse or a reason why you aren't good enough, rather than a reason to take a step back, think, right, I've messed up my diet for the last week, what's going on? Let's sit down, let's write down what's happened this week. The next time you fail, don't punish yourself. Take a step back, realise that even the best of us fail time to time, but the reason why these people are successful is because they embrace it and they learn from it. They do not dwell on it. And that brings my first video of 2019 to a close. I hope you guys found it helpful, and I really want you to take on board what I've spoke about today and not just watch it and then dismiss it. Rewind it, take some notes, because every time you write something down, it's bound to stick more than just trying to remember it. Because at the end of the day, these are points that have helped me achieve some of my New Year's resolutions, and I want you guys to do the exact same, because it's going to help everyone become the best versions of themselves, in turn making the world a better place. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, click the notification bell to stay up to date for when I start uploading, because I'm going to be doing it a lot more in 2019. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.